everybody? This is JD back with another JD Reviews. This one is going to be about Married at First Sight, the season finale for, I believe, Chicago. Kind of gave a little intro on the last video. This it just showed the final 2 episodes of the season, and I am shocked. The first couple I want to get into is going to be with Juan and Carla. I knew they had a difference with them, but I didn't think that they would separate. I thought that maybe Juan might loosen up a little bit more to Carla, but it was actually Carla on the decision day that made the first decision to say, I want a divorce, simply because you can't loosen up. Which was kind of a shocker to me, because she's more free-flowing into the universe, and I thought she would just be like, the universe, he'll come around eventually. But no. She said, we're just friends. There hasn't been any intimacy or romantic feelings or connection between the two of them, so she said no. I want to be with someone that I know I have that feeling with. And from seeing it, it stunned Juan. He asked for a divorce too, but I can tell it stunned him anyway. With her asking for it first, he didn't think she would do that. Neither did I. And as they were packing up on the episode or the after party, you could kind of see Juan still wanted some kind of relationship, or to see if he could make it work. But it was done from there. And I'm kind of sad for that couple. I thought they would work out. I thought they would make a good couple because they're different. Juan is more logical, more structured. Carla, she goes with the flow of things. So I thought that would work out, and I'm pretty sure that's why the experts put them together. That Carla could loosen up Juan some more, and that Juan could probably add a little structure to Carla's life. So, all right, so that's couple number 1. Second couple we're going to talk about would be Thomas and Camille. This couple, I thought from the beginning, well, I didn't know how Camille would end up with what her end result feelings would be for Tom, simply because Tom was a little too, I guess, not close-minded, but he wasn't as expressive or as bubbly as Camille was. But they made a good couple. He made concessions for her, and she was always able to monitor or care for him in his feelings, so not to hurt him or anything like that. They kind of shocked me on decision day because they decided to stay together. Camille kind of played a little joke. She was like, I don't know if I can, continue this, but I cannot see my life without you in it. So that kind of shook, that was a butt clencher. But I like them as a couple. I think they can be another, it was another black couple from New Orleans season. It was Woody and I forgot the young lady's name, but they were a good couple. Most seasons have their good couples. So Tom and Camille is a good couple. He finally kind of but he finally compromised and took the lead on deciding what they're going to do after decision day, which was to move in with him. And she was ecstatic and happy that he made that decision for them, because that was the last little bit of thing that she wanted him to do, was to take initiative, take charge. That's what she kept saying. She wanted him to be more in charge instead of me having to make all the tough decisions or take charge of things. But I want you, you're my husband, take charge of things sometimes. And he stood up and was able to take charge of what they would do going forward. So I guess they're going to move in to his place, and their leases are up kind of around the same time. So when her lease is up, she'll let her place go. But by that time, hopefully they will. Not hopefully, but I know he already has it in place or in his mind to probably have a house together or get a little townhome together. They definitely want to stay together. So I was very, very excited to see their growth throughout the season. And it shocked me some of the things that he was willing to do and she was willing to do, to compromise with one another and make it work. So that couple surprised me. Juan and Carla surprised me. Thomas and Camille surprised me and staying together. Third couple. Okay. We talked about Juan and Carla, Thomas and Camille, and we're gonna go into David. We're gonna go into we'll do David and Michelle. Yeah, David and Michelle. This couple, I want to say, they didn't have any. Michelle didn't give him a chance from the beginning. He genuinely was a good guy from the beginning. And, he was checking on her. She wouldn't come back for hours. He wouldn't hear from her for hours. And it started with the wedding. At the wedding, she kind of checked out. It was something that he said. He said that he stayed with his parents. And that was something that made her just check out right from, like, when they got married, sat on the couch. He said that she was done from that point on. The honeymoon was very hard to watch because David was trying. David was communicating with her, checking on her, texting her. Hey, how are you doing? Where are you at? When are you coming back? She said, don't do none of that. She said, I need my time. When I need my time, I need my time. He's like, okay. I give you your time. Let's see. There was something else. He was a touchy-feely guy. She didn't want him to touch her. She was just very starchy and standoffish from the honeymoon. So I'm not surprised that they got a divorce. And then actually on the last 2 episodes, Michelle mentioned, it was heading there. So she knew herself it was heading in divorce. So I don't see that's why I said Michelle's just strictly all about making herself look good. And this was her ticket to do it. So when David was caught texting another female, that was her ticket. For the longest time, she was the bad. She looked like the bad character. But when he did that, I can flip this. It's going to make me look good. And that's just basically all it was. And she took that and ran with it. She milked into no milk was gone. She milked into no milk was left. She milked that entire situation because it made her look good. And you can just clearly see that. I'm not sad that relationship didn't work out. I'm glad that it didn't work out for David's benefit. Because David was a good guy. He was a good guy in the beginning. And Michelle from the beginning just didn't try at all. And she, like I said, she admitted it on after the Decision Day episode. She admitted it. She said, it probably wasn't. It was going there. It was going to divorce. But I still would have liked to have tried. What was you had time to try. You told the man not to touch you. Told him not to talk to you. So the ways of him showing love was not your way of showing love. And like I said, she had all these excuses as to why he wasn't the one. They had a 1-month anniversary and he was coming from work. He was on his break and went to lunch with her. And she said, wow, well, you could have dressed up for me. And he had a shirt, a nice regular shirt on. He had some, I want to say they were like brownish pants, tan pants. He was just coming from work. I don't remember what he said he does for work, but he was just coming from work to be with her on their 1-month anniversary, and she was upset about the way he dressed. So it was things like that to where she just could never be satisfied. And the breakup in no way, in my opinion, made her look better. Like I said, I'm happy that out of this experiment, yeah, he might have went to someone else, but Michelle pushed him there. She pushed him into the arms of someone else because, like he said, if I'm not getting it from home, why not just go get it from somewhere else? And yeah, I myself, like I said, I can't say it enough. I'm happy the guy found a relationship. The process worked, but not how they were planning on it. She was starchy from the beginning. She was mean, had a lot of mean girl energy, and she wasn't willing. Once he said he stayed in his parents' basement in order to save up for a house instead of just renting, that should have been it. What it should have been something to make her go, "Oh, okay, this guy has a plan." He's not just staying in his basement because he don't have a job or anything like that. He has a plan. He's saving up for something in the future that he wants. He wants to have ownership of something outside of renting a condo or an apartment downtown. That's couple number 3. So now we got couple number 4, Alan and Madison. To me, this was sad. This was a sad relationship because Alan did so much stuff to satisfy Madison, but she was never satisfied with any of the efforts that he put in. And you being married at first sight, the experts put you together. Sure, things aren't going to work. You're going to have to compromise, but I think he compromised too much, whereas she didn't compromise enough. He thought the world of her. He said she has a banging body. She's intelligent. She's witty. She has a good sense of humor. She has all this stuff going for her. She has her stuff together. But here it is, Alan, I need you to stop making jokes. Alan, I need you to change your clothes. Alan, I need you to change the way you eat. Alan, I need you to work out more. I want my man to look just as good as me. Nothing's wrong with that. And Alan was willing to comply, but what was she willing to change for herself? Anything Alan brought up, it was something that he brought up, the going out late at night. And he said it was a dream he said he had, which kind of came true. He said that he had a dream that while we were married at first sight, while we were still married, it was like a TV show I was watching, and you were going on a date with someone else, and I couldn't stop it. And that dream kind of came true, in the sense of it actually happened. But this relationship, it was sad to watch. I hate the way Madison treated Alan. And instead of, leading him on, that there was no intimacy there, no intimate connection, just like with David and Michelle. She was checked out from the first day. She didn't want David. She didn't want David to touch her, so there was no intimacy, no connection there. He couldn't even talk to her. They barely even spoke. So I hate how the experts spun it on Michelle soon as David went to another woman. I hate how the experts treated him, especially Dr. Pia. And I think that was very unprofessional of her to say, David, I'm going to be honest with you and say this. I have lost all respect for you. I thought that was very unprofessional of her to say. Reason being, you put these people together and everybody's human beings. Whatever happens, happens. And the experts knew that there was a lack of communication, connection, romance between the two. So what did they expect to happen? I thought that was very professional, very unprofessional of that expert, Dr. Pia, to say that to a contestant. He came to you for love and you put him with someone that didn't love him. And her response should have been, well, if things didn't work out the way that we expected them to, but I am glad you found love with someone. So the process did help you meet someone that you could have that commonality with. Back to Alan and Madison. I felt heavy for Alan because, like I say, he didn't deserve any of that. And he told Madison multiple times, if you're not feeling me, let me know that early on so that I don't catch feelings. And she kept saying, no, no, we just need time to grow, and da 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 da. So at the couples retreat, Alan, that's when they came out, David and Madison, that they had been seeing each other behind their significant other's back. And Alan said, I just spent $3,000 on these clothes. You could have told me this before I spent all this money. You could have told me this before I started, making all these changes to satisfy you. And I just think he got the shit end of the stick. So I really hated that for Alan. But, he came out with it pretty good. He gets to explore some other parts of himself. And not only that, he gets to meet people that love him for his sense of humor, love his quirky or humorous style, love him for his stories, get to love him for just being him. And I think that's a beautiful thing, that anybody finds someone that can love them fully for their flaws and everything, instead of trying to nitpick and change anything, or nitpick and change everything about themselves, about their partner, and not willing to change anything about themselves. Okay, so number five, last couple we're gonna get into, or the last couple that was on there, is Ikechi and MM. Tragedy, more tragic than Alan and Madison. Ikechi checked out. Soon as Ikechi went to her apartment and saw how she was living, saw everything laid out, the nice furniture, it was neat, organized, and clean, and it was bigger than his small apartment. Oh, that was a problem. That was a problem for him. He was like another Michelle. He checked out. He checked out at that time. And everything she said, she's being too aggressive. She's being too demanding. She wants to be underneath me all the time. Yeah, you her husband. And it's the way he always looked at her with this like disgusted look. And she was it was tragedy. It was tragic. And I hate the way Dr. Pia made MM continue to try, although she knew there was no communication, there was no love there. And this is another example. Dr. Pia, I don't know if she should come back the next season. She was one of the worst experts I've seen. Pastor Kyle, Pastor Kyle, he was cool, except with David. And I hate how this season, it seemed like those two experts, they seemed blind to what was really going on. They're not, like, these the individuals or these couples aren't telling you what's going on. You have them filmed. They're contacting you for advice. So y'all know what's going on. Anyway, going off on a tangent. Dr. Pia, I hated her giving MM advice to continue the marriage, although she was not receiving the love that she felt and the love that she should have been getting from the beginning. I had really high hopes for this couple because they look like a beautiful couple. MM was a successful entrepreneur. Ikechi, I hear he has a book on Amazon. I forgot the name of it. Just look it up. You'll find him. I think he was a music teacher at a school. I thought they was a good couple when they got married. I really thought they would work out. But it was really Ikechi. He just couldn't get past that I think she was more successful than him. And she knew her worth. And that was an intimidating factor to him, that she knew what she was worth. And she was more successful than him. So she is not going to walk around as if she don't know where she comes from and who she is. And I think Ikechi wanted her to really grovel. He really wanted to bring her down because he felt like she was so high up on a pedestal. She had herself so high up on a pedestal. I got to knock her down. And it was sad. It was sad. And I hate Dr. Pia. And I kind of think Dr. Pia liked Ikechi for the simple fact that MM was not getting the affection. He's not calling her. He's not texting her. He's not checking on her. He's not staying at the apartment. He's not doing anything with her. Yet you still advise this woman, MM, this beautiful, successful woman, to still try with someone that's clearly not trying. For example, MM met up with Dr. Pia, and she said that she asked where was Ikechi, and MM said Ikechi had went out of town to it was a homecoming game in Houston. And she said, okay, you haven't heard from him? MM said no. So Dr. Pia said, well, why don't you reach out to him and just show that affection? So Dr. Pia was always making MM take the first step first, and not really saying anything to Ikechi. I guess she couldn't get Ikechi on the phone either. That's probably why she never spoke to him. He probably didn't answer her phone calls either. And it was a weekend. MM would they sat down in front of Dr. Pia, and MM said, well, I was trying to call and text you just to check up on you. Let me know when you're going to come back in town. You said you'd be back Friday, or you said you'd be back Sunday. I didn't hear anything from you. I was just checking on you. And so the tension got thick. Dr. Pia was like, what's going on here? And Ikechi was like, oh, nothing. So a conversation came about to where Ikechi said, yeah, I would like to be away from this woman. She makes me feel less than. She's always putting me down in everything that she says, which the truth finally came out. Like I said, he felt belittled. He felt insignificant because of her success. She got up, went to the bathroom, and I'm proud of MM for speaking her mind on decision day, and finally said, you were trash. You were shit the whole marriage. You were a clown. And I'm happy to give you this divorce. He got up and he wouldn't even look at it because I think he knew he was wrong in what he did. Instead of just being honest and saying, you know what, I don't want to continue this. I'm not comfortable. Let's break. Let's separate. I'm cool with that. Fast forward to after the decision day, she met a guy that was they had known each other since middle school, and he proposed to her. They don't know each other for 25 years. He said, I ain't got time to play no games. And you, for the first time in the whole series, you saw MM truly, genuinely be happy, be loved, feel comfortable, feel accepted. She said, I'm not feeling small anymore. I'm feeling lifted up. I'm feeling loved. I'm feeling empowered. And that was so beautiful. I was so happy to see that for her. David and Madison, although they were married to the wrong people, I'm so happy they're together. They found each other. The process did work. In the end, Michelle, she was over there crying. Why? Because she's lonely. She didn't get the storyline that she wanted, which was for everybody to still feel sad for her, to David to feel sad that he manipulated, or for David to feel sad that she got cheated on, instead of her taking accountability for her part in it. She was sitting there crying. And he was even man enough to come up to her and apologize one more time. And, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. Those short, quick, one-word answers. But that was the gist of it. Ikechi came to the Thomas's birthday party. This was the last episode. They came together, and Ikechi is going to come in there, and he comes to these functions wanting attention. He's an attention seeker. That's just the best way to put him. He comes in there late. Hey, Ikechi, hey, everybody's dapping him up. Hey, Ikechi, you go. We got some drinks over here. Got food coming. Pool going. Come on, take a seat. Oh no, this is Ikechi. Oh no, I gotta I got a date in 10 minutes. If you know you had a date, why did you come? Why did you even show up? Or why did you not move your date to another time or another date if you were going to come to someone's function? I just came to show my face. I prefer you not even come. Just call me on the phone. You know, if you go just show up for 2 minutes and leave. And MM's fiance came up just to shake his hand. He said, "Hey, my name is I think his name is Brandon. Hey, my name is Brandon. Nice to meet you." He said, "Oh, cool, man." He was trying to dap him up, but the guy was, trying to shake his hand. He said, "Oh, okay." You're like, "Okay." You know, that vibe was different. He was like, I ain't one of them. And the guy was like, I don't think you understand. It was fiance. I was just wanting to meet you, her ex, to, get a formal meeting. He's like, "Okay, cool. Okay." Just stone face. And MM even wanted to pull him aside, talk in private. He said, "No, I'm fine. I don't want to." So if you know she's going to be in a setting, you don't like this woman, you're not trying to be with her or around her, why show up? Like I said, he's an attention seeker. And he's trying to stir up drama for the views. Just like at the couples retreat, he shows up to the house with a divorce paper. Everybody's laughing, having fun, eating dinner. Alan cooked. He showed up to a house with a divorce paper. And boy, he's just a clown. He's just a clown. He got to have the attention on him all the time. Drama king, basically, from what I saw this season. But overall, I wish everybody the best of luck that participated. MM, David and Madison, Thomas and Camille, Juan and Carla, Alan's doing well. Only ones that's not happy out of this is Michelle, which I'm happy for. She tried to ruin that man's life, and she tried to ruin his image. But I'm so proud that he found somebody that he's cool with. He got his ex-fiance's name taken off of his chest. He's with someone that he can be open with and just love. And that's what the whole process is about. So that is my review on Married at First Sight, Chicago season. We're going to come back. Hopefully, they should come back soon. They normally do it September or August, a new season. But yeah, definitely check it out. And if you guys watch it, Married at First Sight, let me know what your favorite moment was of the season. Also, let me know what you didn't like. Who was your favorite couple? Who wasn't your favorite couple? Let's chat in the comments. All right? That's just your man JD with the JD Review signing off. Thank you so much for your support.